Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River here in Minneapolis. A gorgeous scene. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for a coach, is to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual one.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Favors is out there with Hayes, and it's Ball in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, James Johnson is out there with Colton. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Towns in at the 5. Roam in the paint. Ball, the pass to Favors. He kicks it to Holiday. No good on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Here's Holiday after D'Angelo Russell's bucket, and then Favors with the dunk.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Good catch and shoot option there. Johnson got to be right up on him after he receives that pass.
Ingram dishes to Favors. Holiday against Beasley, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Pelicans shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Favors can't get it to go.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there. And that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And He'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pelicans trail by 7. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Hayes. Johnson with the block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Ball, the pass to Favors. Over Russell. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got his second bucket of the night. Timberwolves leading by 5. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Over in the corner. Back to Russell. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Russell's got 5.
Cognizant of the entire court. Russell aware of where the defenders are and really does a great job creating opportunities.
Now here's Ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
That free throw missing.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're leading by 8. Dishes to Johnson. Back to Russell. Pass to Johnson. Goes up. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Releases from 15. No good off the back of the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Beasley. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Shoots over Colvin. Again, Favors missing. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Over Beasley. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And here they go. Ball, no good. Favors. Second shot opportunity. And Ball gets it to go on the assist from Favors.
And if you're the D, you can't let Ball have that kind of room to shoot the basketball, especially from the mid-range area where he has proven to be so efficient.
Now, here's Culver. coming off 31 points last game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. So it's the Timberwolves now. The Pelicans make their last shot, and Russell gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pelicans trail by 13. Ball, the pass to Favors. Now the dish to Ingram. Shoots over Culver. And too long on the shot. Minnesota with the ball. And it's Johnson penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Jake Layman comes in for Culver. And Krabs subbed in for Beasley. Here's Hart, defended by Towns. Now here's Okafor. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Timberwolves leading by 15. Layman pass to Towns. Russell against Redick. Here's Layman. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Redick kicks to Hart. And the Pelicans miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Crabbe, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
For New Orleans, their last game a loss to Brooklyn.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating, and that game was not their friend.
Now, the AC seemed to be cranked up in that one. It was chilly in the arena that night, at least on that end of the floor. Just cold shooting all the way around.
Just 3 to shoot from deep three-point range. No good from Moore.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
There's the lob to Towns.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Okafor kicks to Redick. They need this. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And they double up Russell. From deep, Hernan Gomez. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Holiday.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D. And offensively, how do the Pelicans go from good to elite?
Well, raise your hand if you want more shooting. And I can see David Griffin raising his hand. That's what it's about for these guys. Tough to win in this league if you don't have the floor spacing. They're going to play at a great pace, but man, could they use a few shooters.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did
Kawhi
last
Leonard,
year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Yep, it counts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Hart.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
He can't get that one to fall. Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. No dice from 9 feet out. And the Pelicans with the possession. And the wide open shot from Redick. He drains the quick shot.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Russell inside, covered by Redick. Here's Lehman. Hernan Gomez trying to break free, but they recover it. Towns is doubled. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Crabbe. Fires the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Omari Spellman comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jacob Evans in for Russell. Timberwolves leading by 20. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Minnesota, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Hart. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's Okafor. from 13. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Both free throws good for Okafor. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Redick against Beasley. Pass to Layman. Back to Beasley. Shoots the 3. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Moore against Evans. Moore outside. The pass to Okafor. Clock at 6. To the middle. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Redick with the bucket.
A beautiful touch from J.J. Redick on the mid-range jump shot. An efficient scoring area for Redick.
Beasley outside. Kicks to Evans. Pass to Layman. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All-star big man Karl Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
On his coaches, Greg and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So for New Orleans right now, Hart is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Melly in at the 4 slot. Now here's Cram. After J.J. Redick's miss. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Passes it to Melly. High arcing shot. Here's Okafor. Got a hand on it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Puts it up from 15. Layman gets the bucket. Layman's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
The 55th pick back in 2011. By any measure, E'Twaun Moore has exceeded expectations.
Most of that has come, Kevin, because he's become a much more consistent player from the perimeter. Everybody looking for those wing players that can both provide offensive spark and shooting, along with guarding at least one position, if not two. And E'Twaun Moore is a switchable defensive player and has found a home here with the Pelicans.
Here's Spellman. Off target from outside. Pelicans trail by 21. And here's Moore outside. The offensive rebound. Melly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable, where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pelicans trail by 19. Here's Holiday. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Timberwolves. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And checking out New Orleans, a half game back.
And I think for New Orleans, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortune.
Here's Ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He dishes it to Holiday. Johnson with the block. Pass to Culver. Down low. And Evans the basket on the assist by Culver. Culver's got his 5th assist in this one. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Melli. Ball against Johnson. Ball kicks to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Evans. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Timberwolves leading by 23. Culver with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Drains it from beyond the arc. And 12 points for Beasley.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Favors, finds ball. Will it go? It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Spellman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Culver. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's Culver. Stolen by Ball. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Now, here's Culver. Evans outside. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Favors. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And the shot goes in. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Holiday with the ball. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns, he's checked in for Amari Spellman. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jacob Evans. And it's Russell in for Beasley. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, Drew Holiday right now has the pull-up, Jay, on lockdown. He's as efficient as it gets pulling up off the dribble.
And they double up Russell. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Pelicans now. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Ball. He's got 7. Left side Favors. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The pass to Culver. And here's Towns, guarded by Holiday. Towns, the pass to Hernan Gomez. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. So he gets them both. Now Holiday He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Now here's Favors. Ingram outside. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
How ridiculous is Ingram? Just toying with the defense's emotions with that ball handle.
Ball against Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Towns from deep. The rebound by Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 11. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. That's good from Holiday.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Drew Holiday.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Here's Russell. On the wing, Johnson. To the paint. And it's blocked. The wide open look here for Holiday. And another three for New Orleans.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Russell against Ball. Johnson outside. Back to Hernangomez. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Hernangomez has got 7 points.
And the game of basketball is one of runs. And right now, this one's definitely not over.
Ball, the pass to Favors. He kicks to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Hayes dishes the ball. Again, the Pelicans score.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 7. Passes it to Johnson. And here's Culver. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Holiday. Over to the wing. Ball with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota leading by 5. Shots good by Hernangomez. 9 points in the game so far.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Layman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Crabbe comes in for Culver. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. Etuan Moore comes in for Ingram. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the rejection by Towns. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's Layman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the line for him here.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And he makes both free throws. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. And Redick kicks to Hart. Floats one up. He lays it in. Hart's got his first basket of the night.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Crabbe. Here's Layman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Russell with the 3. Offensive rebound, Hernangomez. Here's Towns. Offline with the baseline jumper. Pelicans trail by 7. Moore left side. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And just changing ends in transition there. You have to stick close to Russell defensively, or he'll get crazy on you.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Now here's Redick. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
The best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Minnesota came out looking very confident. They simply could not be contained, and their effort propelled them to widen the scoring margin to blowout proportions. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. In the second quarter, though, they found themselves downwind, struggling to maintain momentum, but still finishing the half up by 9. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
Kenny, let's get your opinion on New Orleans.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Pelicans trail by 9. James Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Culver, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Favors. No good from the wing.
And they continue to control the glass.
Russell against Ball. Russell passes to Towns. Lets it fly. Again, Russell missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Russell with it. Shoots over Ball. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 9. And here is Ingram. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Russell. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade. Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
There's so much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram. I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Over Favors. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Pelicans trail by 7. Now Ingram. Second shot opportunity. Here's Holiday. 18 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Holiday's got 20.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the board.
Ball against Russell. Taken away by Holiday. And yes, it's good. Now it's just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And the Timberwolves call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Towns. 5th in blocks, 6th in rebounding, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in 3-point shooting.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Now here's Beasley. 12 points for him. Here's Culver. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
Ball with the bucket.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 9. To the right side. A shot by Culver. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Culver's got 6 points. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
And the basket is good. And that's 12 points for Derek Favors.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Beasley. 12 points for him. Russell kicks to Culver. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Culver's got 6 in the quarter.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. The kick out to Towns. And stolen by Favors. Here's Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Favors.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Johnson. And it's Jacob Evans in for D'Angelo Russell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, here's Culver. 8 points for him. The pass to Spellman. Banked in off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Holiday. Favors trying to break free. The shot by Holiday, no good. Culver dishes to Towns. Over Favors. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. Drew Holiday 4th.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Ball against Beasley. Evans outside. Towns, the pass to Beasley. Holiday brings the double team. Evans kicks to Towns. No good that time. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Connects from three-point range.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now, here's Culver. 8 points for him. And it's Towns missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Pulls up from the corner, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Towns has got 11.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Now here's Ingram. 5 points in the game. It's tipped. Second chance shot, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Ingram. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds.
We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Towns. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. And Krebs subbed in for Evans. Pass to Hernangomez. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Crab with the ball. And here is Hernangomez. Dishes it to Culver. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Pelicans trail. Inside, here's Hart. Outside for Redick. To the middle, here's Okafor. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Layman. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Hart. Hernangomez covering the layup off target. Timberwolves leading by 5. Now Crab to the inside. Layman kicks to Hernangomez. Puts it up from 15. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 15 here tonight. Down low. Can they get it? And Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Culver. 8 points for him. Layman pass to Culver. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hart. Here's Favors. The feed now to Okafor. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Okafor's got 7 points in the game. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Culver. Hernangomez, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Redick. Here's Okafor. For the lead. That shot, no good. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Culver with it. Up top, Hernangomez over Favors. Shot's good by Hernangomez. He's got 11. We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Hart kicks to Okafor. The dish to Redick. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Crab. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. Now here's Hayes. No points in the game yet for him. Moore with it. He's picked up by Russell. No good from Moore. Minnesota shooting in this game 45%. And that one's good. Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And this is why you like size in the backcourt. Russell taking a hit, yet still able to finish.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hart the pass to Okafor. Redick against Russell. Kick out to Moore. Fires for 3. And Culver pulls it down.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
James Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okafor. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Moore with the steal. Pass to Hayes. Redick inside the line. Misses.
And nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. We got Jahlil Okafor. He's out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here is Russell. That's tipped. Pelicans trail by 4. And here's Redick. And Hayes kicks to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Layman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Culver passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Redick. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Moore outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Johnson outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Layman. 5 on the clock. Releases. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Moore right side. Pass to Okafor. And Layman pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 8. Russell with it. Now guarded by Redick. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Now rising up with ease right there, James Johnson. Up and throwing down.
Here's Redick. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Hernan Gomez. And it's Beasley in for Culver. New Orleans also making some changes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Moore. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Ingram dishes the ball. New Orleans moving it around, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Good on both. Now Russell. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Towns. That one, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 10-point game. Tries from 10. Good on the shot. Holiday's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, more from Holiday there. When he's healthy, he can have these kind of special nights, Kevin.
Russell passes to Layman. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Now, here is Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. Left side, Towns. Okafor with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
It's Beasley on the wing. There's the pass to Towns. Lock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Layman gets the bucket.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now, here's Ball. Out to the right wing. Okafor against Towns. Okafor kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot over Beasley. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves leading by 8. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Okafor. The shot off that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Ingram. Against Russell, and the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Here's Layman. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 8. To the paint. Here's Holiday. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holiday's got 30.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Russell passes to Layman. Ingram comes with the double team. For 3, Beasley. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Ball with it. Kicks it to Favors. Holiday up top, covered by Beasley. Here's Ball. Hope they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Out to Ingram. A steal. Beasley for three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Culver's checked in for Lehman. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 9 points. Favors finds Holiday. Shoots from the elbow. They get the rebound. And that one's good by Favors.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Ingram. The second effort. The kick out to Holiday. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. New Orleans moving the ball around. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. New Orleans has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now, here is Russell. Inside, and stolen by Favors. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one, good. Now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
Beasley against Holiday. Towns down low, over Favors. Great D that time from Favors.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now here's Hayes. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Timberwolves leading by 5. Got a hand on it.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
And that one falls for Favors. That one misses.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Feeds it to Johnson. Out to Russell. There's the triple. It's good from long range. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here is Holiday, and a slam dunk by Favors.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Russell against Ball. Beasley left side. To the left side wing. Here's Culver, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Ball, and it's sent back by Russell. And stolen by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Ball's running. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Hayes.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Johnson. Left side, Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Derek Favors.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 5. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the 4th. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And that one misses.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
Now here is Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. Passes to Towns. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 5 to shoot, and they double up Russell. From the corner. No good from Beasley. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Now here's Ball. Ingram outside. Pass to Hayes. "14 feet away. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The second overall pick back in the 2015 NBA draft. Russell having earned his first All-Star game appearance in 2019.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. 9 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
And here is Ingram. Count it!
And Ingram is always ready to score in clutch situations. A guy you can depend on to give you his best.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.